In today's video, we'll show you the automated fails that occurred throughout your driving test. So as long as you avoid the things I'm going to tell you, then you have a far better probability of passing your exam. Advanced Career Institute Las Vegas is our name. We are the best driving school in the area since we guarantee that we will provide you with a CDL license. We promise it, we'll give you all the instructions you need to prepare for the test, and then we'll take the test with our vehicle. So you could pass the first time, and if you don't pass the first time, we'll keep taking it for the test until you pass. You will never be required to pay us anything extra. So we're here to make sure you're serious about getting your license as quickly as feasible. However, in today's video, we'll go over the actual road test and what to avoid because doing any of these things would result in an automatic failure on the test. And you're leaving, which we don't want to happen because you work your hardest. So why not finish the task and earn your license so you may start working right away? So, for those of you who are unaware, the CDL road exam is 2.5 hours long, and you will be spitting for 3 distinct parts of the test. You'll go through the pre-trip inspection and 2 parking maneuvers. You'll also have to drive on the road. Okay, so the pre-trip inspection takes approximately an hour, parking takes another hour, and the road driving takes only about 30 minutes. That's how we get the whole thing to be 2.5 hours long. The way I want you to think about it is that each component of the test is similar to a checkpoint in a video game. Right? So, once you pass that checkpoint, you usually don't have to go back and redo it. There is something called banking, however certain parts of the test are also automatic failures. This is what this video will cover in detail to ensure that you can prevent all of that. Take, for example, the first portion. We'll need to know how to inspect both the inside and outside of the car for your pre-trip inspection. You must score 90% or higher on your knowledge, therefore you must demonstrate to the examiners that you know what you're talking about. And you must be able to accurately answer the majority of the questions. You'll have to point to all of the goods on the truck itself. You'll need to describe the things as well as examine them and explain to the examiner what you're looking for. Certain things will immediately fail you on the test. One thing that will always result in a test failure is failure to listen to instructions, or being impolite to the examiner. Of course, the examiner is there to do their job, and just like you, when they do their job, they want to make sure everything is operating smoothly. Simply follow their directions. If you have any questions, most of the time you can ask the examiner to clarify because it will make your job easier and their job easier. Okay, then. Another thing we'll do as an automatic fail for the test, for the preaching component of the test, is say you after the inspection is completed. You step outside to complete your pre-trip inspection for the inside. You fail if you don't have that key in your hand while performing the exterior examination. So, that's one major thing that will ensure your failure if you don't do it. Another item to consider is when you're inside the cab, performing the cab check-in. Begin with the air brake test. There is a section in there that many people fail because of the key. Right? So, when you're testing the car, if you miss one of those items on the checklist, and you miss one of those items on the air brake test, if you don't have the vital item, you'll fail immediately away. Right? So, during the pre-trip check, pay attention to the directions for the exterior inspection. You want to keep the key with you at all times. Then, when it comes to the air brake test, you want to make sure you get every single point. Because if you miss one of those items, your test will be done in 5 to 10 minutes, which we do not want to happen to you. Okay, fine. Make sure you read that book. Make sure you study everything from Section 11 of the CDR handbook. If you require any hands-on instruction for that component of the exam, please contact us at 1-702-476-5067. For both the in-cab and pre-trip inspections, we have simplified the process to a few simple steps. And we'll get you very hands-on with the vehicle you'll be driving for the test. So there are no surprises. Okay, then. The second stage of the test is now underway. You must be concerned about several automated failures in the second half of the test. Again, isn't going to top the parking abilities here. The DMV will test you on 3 separate abilities. Right? The defense will be a straight line backing, and the second skill will be one of the offsets. either to the right or to the left. The final skill allows them to choose between parallel parking X's and alley docks. You will only be tested on 3 of them. So, there are some things that will always fail you. If you strike a cone or a line, you simply earn points against yourself and are not automatically eliminated. Not listening to instructions is an example of an automated failure. So here's an example, and it happens more frequently than you think. The examiner will say, "Okay, I want you to start here. I'd like you to back up until the front of your vehicle crosses this back line here, or these rear cones, and if you began backing up the truck, everything was fine, except the front of your vehicle had not entirely crossed the boundary line where they had instructed you to halt." That suggests you're not paying attention. That results in an automatic failure, even if you performed flawlessly. As a result, before proceeding, you should double-check that you understand all instructions. Then, once again, simply request assistance or clarification from the examiner. I should mention that getting out and looking about excessively will result in an automatic failing for the parking component of this test. So, with the exception of straight line backing, you can go out and search twice for straight line backing. You can only go outside and gaze once. So, if you're backing up straight and have to get out and look the first time, that's all you get. That is acceptable. That's fine, but you can't go out and look again for a straight backup. If you opt to leave and look a second time, the examiner will immediately fail you for failing to listen or follow directions. Right? So, when it comes to the actual working of the part, the key things to keep an eye out for are instructions and listening. And make sure you keep an eye on or get out looks. You certainly can. Assume we passed both of those portions and are now ready for the driving exam. This is the shortest and easiest element of the test, but it is also the most likely to fail or make a mistake if you make stupid errors, right? When it comes to the road test, there are a slew of automatic fails. And it's usually really simple stuff, like not stopping at a stop sign or a red light. Of course, you're not paying attention to traffic laws. If you stall the car, it will fail automatically if you're driving a vehicle with a manual transmission. If you stall the vehicle on the road, it will fail automatically. What does it mean if you're on a hill and then roll back before pulling up if you're coasting? Let's say you're shifting down. You're driving down the road when you suddenly lose your gear. Oh. Or you keep your foot on the clutch for too long, and your vehicle is out of gear for an extended amount of time, and we're technically breaking the rule for the length of the vehicle. Then you will delay, and you will fail automatically. The one thing that hurts the most people is striking a curb minus their enormous mother's trailers, right? As a result, when you're driving around these corners, keep an eye out for those curbs. If you only hit one curb or nick one curb during the test, it makes no difference how good you're doing the entire time. That results in an automatic failure. So, those are the only automatic failures you'll have to watch out for. I hope this video helped you here at Advanced Career Institute Las Vegas with the road test section of this test. We're here to assist you. If you already have your permit, you can skip this section of the instruction. If you do not have your permit, you will begin in our classroom. As I previously stated, we are the only school in the area that can promise that we will obtain your license. We know everything about it like the back of our hands. Every day, people like you are helped by us. Our yards are always available to students. Are always happy, as are the folks that genuinely commit to and listen to what we're doing. These are the individuals who go out there and pass the test the first time, allowing them to begin their profession as soon as possible. That is all I have in mind for you here at Advanced Career Institute Las Vegas. We're on a mission to get 1 million people on the road to freedom. What could be more free than acquiring the license you desire while also making more money? If you have any questions about our school or want more information about earning a CDL license, please contact us at 1-702-476-5067 or visit the website, applycdlvegas.com, and one of our team members will be happy to assist you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the notification button. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.